My husband won't kiss me anymore. He won't hold me, won't whisper that he loves me. He just uses me in bed like I'm some obligation he has to check off. And I know exactly why, because I slept with another man. And I told him. When Mark and I first got married, it was everything I thought love was supposed to be. We were young, crazy about each other, always touching, kissing, and laughing. He made me feel like I was the only woman in the world. People used to say we were that couple, the ones who still held hands at the grocery store, who still kissed like teenagers in the car. But years passed. Work, bills, kids, stress, all of it piled up. Slowly, our marriage started to change. The kisses got shorter, the conversations more about chores than dreams. We became business partners instead of lovers, and though I loved him, I started to feel invisible, like a background character in my own marriage. That's when I met Alex. He wasn't special. He wasn't even half the man my husband is. But he noticed me, complimented me, made me feel alive again in ways Mark hadn't in years. At first it was harmless. Messages, jokes, a little flirting. But one night it crossed the line. I slept with him. The guilt hit me immediately. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. Every time Mark kissed me goodnight, I felt like I was suffocating under the weight of my secret. I told myself it was a mistake, that it would never happen again. But the secret was poison, rotting me from the inside. So one night I told him. We were lying in bed. He leaned over to kiss me goodnight, and I blurted it out before I could stop myself. "Mark, I slept with someone else." The look on his face is burned into my memory forever. At first, shock, then hurt, then something darker, something colder than I'd ever seen in his eyes. He didn't shout. He didn't throw things. He just asked, "Why?" And I had no answer that made sense. I mumbled about feeling unseen, about wanting to feel desired. But even as the words left my mouth, they sounded hollow. How do you explain to the man who gave you everything that you threw it away for nothing? That night, he didn't leave. He didn't even say much. He just rolled over, his back to me, and for the first time in our marriage, I felt the weight of a wall between us. From that moment on, Mark changed. He still comes to me at night, but not with love, not with kisses, not with gentle touches, just with need. He doesn't kiss me, doesn't whisper my name. He uses me, like I'm a body he has a right to, but not a wife he loves anymore. At first, I told myself it was punishment, that he needed time. But as the weeks turned into months, I realized it was worse. He had disconnected from me completely. He no longer sees me as his partner, only as a reminder of betrayal. The small things hurt the most. He doesn't reach for my hand in public anymore. He doesn't smile at me when I walk into the room. He doesn't even look at me the same way. I'm still here, in the same house, in the same bed. But I feel like a ghost haunting the life we built together. And sometimes, when he's finished with me at night and rolls over without a word, I lie awake crying, wishing I could take it all back, wishing I could erase Alex from my life, from my past, from Mark's mind, but I can't. What makes it worse is that I told him. He didn't find out through whispers or rumors, I confessed, and in some twisted way, that almost makes him hate me more, because I forced him to carry the knowledge of my betrayal, to live with it every day. And though he hasn't told our friends or family, I feel the distance. I see how his parents look at me, how his sister avoids eye contact. Maybe he told them. Maybe they just sense it. Either way, I'm marked now. The wife who betrayed a good man. People think cheating is about lust or desire, but for me, it was about loneliness. I felt unseen, unappreciated, and I made the worst choice of my life trying to fill that void. And instead of fixing the loneliness, I multiplied it 1,000 times over. Now I live in a marriage that feels like punishment. I don't know if Mark will ever forgive me or if he even wants to. I don't know if he's staying for me or just for the kids or because leaving feels like too much work. But I know this. The love we had is gone. The kisses, the laughter, the easy intimacy, all of it died the night I confessed, and I killed it. If you're listening to this, thinking about stepping outside your marriage, thinking about telling yourself it's just a message or just one night, let me be the warning. That thrill isn't worth it. That attention isn't worth it. Because now I'm living with a husband who won't kiss me, who won't hold me, who won't love me the way he used to. I traded the heart of the man I loved for a moment of weakness with someone who never mattered. And I'd give anything to go back, to undo it. But all I can do now is lie beside him at night, praying that someday, somehow, the man who used to love me will see me again. Until then, I'll keep living in this silence, with the ghost of what we used to be, and the crushing weight of the secret I should have never made real.